So one of the most underrated aspects of working with AI models and AI tools is context. So when you think about context, it's the information that you provide to a large language model when you are prompting and uh, looking to achieve an objective. So it's given to an AI model or maybe given to an agent that has been built and that you've provided tools to again accomplish some sort of objective. Now in this video I want to show a use case of how context can be used in the form of documentation to more easily either build a workflow or create in general. And the example I want to use is with GoHighLevel. So if you've seen my previous videos or are an agency owner or even just a business owner, you may be familiar with GoHighLevel, which is an all-in-one marketing and sales platform. You may use it for your agency. You may use it for your individual business. But GoHighLevel, their interfaces can be very bland. So if I pull up one of my GoHighLevel interfaces here, so this is an example of something that's actually been styled. Like if you look on the left side here, this is like the styled version of it. And if I show you how the original looks, if I go to settings, white label, and scroll down, you see this custom CSS here. So if I remove this and then save those changes and refresh, you see how the side panel looks. Like this is the default plain side panel, but I added custom CSS code in order to style that panel. Now, you may be wondering, well, how do you know what to put or how do you style it in the way that you want? Well, we have these vibe coding tools now, right? So what you can actually do in order to contextualize this so that it actually styles the side panel specifically is you can go over to a platform like Claude, and in Claude, you can actually have it look up the GoHighLevel documentation. So you can say something along the lines of, I'm gonna pull up my my voice command tool right here. So I'm looking to style the side panel, the sidebar within GoHighLevel, and I want it to be a futuristic, chic look, darker than it is by default. And I want you to help me create this either with CSS. Please look up the GoHighLevel documentation that provides the instructions for how to go about doing this and the best practices. And so using Opus 4.6, I can type this into Claude, and then it'll go do that research to pull that GoHighLevel documentation. And I will then be provided with either the correct CSS code or something that is close enough that I can iterate on to get the sidebar that I want. And this is a kind of principle that goes for anything in the AI space. So if, for example, if I'm looking to build out a workflow in make.com, you may not have thought about taking the documentation, like the actual make documentation, and uploading it into Claude or ChatGPT or Cursor or wherever you're building, and now use that as context to help you in that process of developing your workflows. In the case where you're vibe coding workflows, this works for anything involving context and vibe coding or coding with AI, because that context is what allows what you're working on to become more precise. So we see what it came back with. It actually used the front end design skill. And all right, so on the right side here, we can copy this. We're going to go back to our GoHighLevel. We'll paste in this custom CSS. We'll see what it came up with. Save changes, refresh. Oh, hold on, try this again. Oh, it is, it says paste this in. Let me, all right, well, it's not working for some reason. All right, there we go. So I had to iterate once because it didn't work the first time. But you see here, it gave me, this is similar to what I had previously, but it gave me the cyan kind of toolbar, which is pretty cool. So this is something that you can use for most use cases, in the sense that if you have the right documentation, then it makes it a hell of a lot easier to implement whatever it is that you are working to achieve, whether that's building a workflow, whether that's even just getting back language in the tone of voice that you're going for. Context is king in this AI world. That's all I got for you, and I'll see you on the next one.